Hello and welcome to The Advice Nut. The Advice Nut at live.com. The Advice Nut at live.com. Also, you can contact me at theadvicenut.tripod.com. Let's get to our first email. Just wondering, and I'm really interested in anal sex. I really want to try it. I want to know, how can I suggest this to my boyfriend of 1 year? He has in the past jokingly wanted to and has told me numerous amounts of times his interest in wanting to, but has never now or in the past with exes. Okay. I don't advocate anal sex. And first of all, that is one of the easiest way, along with sharing needles with intravenous drug use. That's one of the easiest ways you can contract HIV. So I definitely don't advocate it. And the reason it's one of the easiest ways is because, one, your body is not designed for anal sex. Okay? And what tends to happen, because there is no lubrication back there whatsoever, what can happen is the tissue in your rectum is thin, and the way you contract HIV is through sperm or blood. Sometimes, in very, very few cases, almost none, saliva. And what can happen is, if you're having anal sex with an infected partner, and your tissue in the rectum breaks, it gets into your bloodstream and you can contract HIV. So I don't advocate it, but people do it. And if you're going to do it, I want you to do it safely. So number one, use condoms. Use one condom. Some people think if you use two, that's extra protection, but in actuality it's not, because the friction from having sex with two condoms can cause both of them to break. So you only need one. Use a lot of lubrication. And when I say lube, I don't mean Vaseline, no oil, because that can cause the condom to break also. What you want to use, they have some lube out here, Astroglide. You want to use KY jelly. You want to use an actual lubricant. Okay, and you need to go slow and easy with it, because you don't want to damage yourself, because like I said, anal sex is just not what your body is meant for. Unlike the vagina, there is lubrication there, natural lubrication. There is none in the anus. How can you get your boyfriend to do it? It sounds like if he jokingly does it, maybe he's open to it, and all you can do is ask him. If you choose to do it, please follow my advice. Use condoms, lubricants, and only use your condom one time. Slow and easy, and lots of lubricant. I do not want you hurting yourself trying to experiment with anal sex. Don't do it. I don't advocate it. However, people do it, so therefore I want to help you be safe. Alright, let's get to our next email. I met a guy online, and we started to view each other on a webcam. On the third day, he said he didn't care about too much. He didn't care about education, family, background, looks. He cared about love. He's considerate, responsible, honest, and we're in a relationship. We had chatted for a couple of weeks. Then he asked me to marry him in April when he finished his PhD thesis, and then I'll go to London with him. Well, here's a piece of info about him and me. He's Chinese, working on his PhD in London, and will receive his doctorate soon, and I'm still a college student in China. He'll come to China to marry me and then bring me with him to London, but I don't know too much about him, and if he means what he says, I'm confused. Baby, there is nothing to be confused about. He's either crazy or a con artist. Look, you're not going to make me believe that a man wants to marry you and he has never met you. He's studying for his PhD and he cares absolutely nothing about your background. That's bull. Okay? You shouldn't be confused about marrying a man you don't know. You've only seen him on a webcam and you chatted. Okay? He doesn't really want to marry you. And if he does, he's crazy. Bottom line. You want to finish college? Finish college. Look, don't uproot yourself for some man you do not know. You're going to cut off your education for a man you don't know. I don't see why you confused. And if you do it, you crazy too. And that's the Advice Nut. The Advice Nut at live.com. The Advice Nut at live.com. You can also contact me on my website at theadvicenut.tripod.com. Until next time.